make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Across the 30, out to the 33, engage 4 on the play.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Baker. Got his man. Ball down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. Back to pass. Flips it out in the flat. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Such a great job on the defense of winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it's third and long. Third and long, now go dive packages to nickel package. Taking linebackers off the field and putting on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, and all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. From the 17-yard line, it's first and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Pulls it in. He's got it and just sashays into the end zone for the touchdown.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The Badgers offense will go to work for the first time today. looking to throw. It's Amaro. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Caught in the backfield, it's Fletcher. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man. It's Fletcher. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Badgers line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. On the ready. To the ground with the back. Powers through the defender. Still on his feet at the 45. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're fine.
There he goes! Just through behind his pad. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Watch the offensive line. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive.
Good, picked up a little bit short of the sticks. And the Badgers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but here's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
The Badgers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Not even a moment of anxiety in that decision. We're going.
This isn't even a discussion in the headset. Like, this is automatic, autopilot. Like, 4th and 1, we're going for it every single time.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wide receiver comes in motion. The play action fake. Makes the catch. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Hits him in stride at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets to his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And he'll bring it back. He gets a block. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get it. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll, and you can see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. He'll return it. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. The give is to Williams. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Finds the tight end. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. And the Badgers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw. It's Amaro. Caught behind the line. It's Jones. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Badgers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Almost everything has gone their way so far, up 21-7, and they have it back. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. They had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Hayward. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass. It's Baker. Firing to the right, complete. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting him tackled to the ground.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And man, that is a great tackle. And your safeties have to be great tacklers, especially nowadays with all these quarterbacks that want to run. These good athletes like this guy right here. Nice job being in space, getting him to the ground. That is a tough ask.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This crowd trying to do it. It's hard to get inside the kicker's head. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pressure gets to him again, another sack.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
From midfield, looking for room. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They kick the field. Last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Snagged out of the air. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Scanning the field, it's Baker. Caught over the middle, it's Hayward. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
He might want another play. Looking to throw again. And it's caught for the touchdown. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
This offense is so good, and they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting showdown in the Pac-12 today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. Utah is putting on a show offensively. They've built up a comfortable lead against an opponent that's really been outmanned. They're up 14 over UCLA. We'll keep you posted on things in this game that's sure to shake things up in the Pac-12, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got him downfield. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far. And as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump.
To the air, it's Amaro. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Fires to the middle. It's complete. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Badger. The big tight end, always able to make the defense pay.
And tight ends have evolved so much in football. These guys are like wide receivers now, and you see why. Got the athletic ability, the big bodies, throw to them to make big plays.
And with the extra point, they're down 31-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to the ground game on the left. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll leave it with him. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Looking for a huge play. Makes the grab inside the 30. Flying down the left side. Touchdown.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play. PAT unit on the field.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big...
Breaks into the open. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to throw, it's Amaro. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Badgers headed quickly to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Badgers with the first and 10. Gets it out fast. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Knocked away. Incomplete in the end zone.
I like the play call there. I know it falls incomplete, but you're in the defensive side of the field right now, and you're going back to the guy that's already scored a touchdown for you. This guy has stepped up. He's made a play. So if I'm on offense, I keep throwing him the football.
For the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Good right down the boulevard.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the offense out of the field go back to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Baker. Punts it out of the air. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Pressure coming. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Madison, and welcome in to the halftime update. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively
this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Using the quick game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. To the air. It's Amaro. He makes the grab. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. Hauls it in and looking upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive.
Ready, fight.
They'll go to the ground. Turning it on. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 22 after the huge pickup. He's up to 113 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. To the ground. He's got it again. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the run. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
He's got his man. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on first down. He's got him still on his feet. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, I believe someone calls it the Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. Utah is putting on a show offensively. They've built up a comfortable lead against an opponent that's really been outmanned. They're up by 20. UCLA. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They go to the throw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Gonna let it fly. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, quarterback trying to get aggressive, trying to take a shot deep down the field, but just not on the same page with his wide receiver as the pass falls incomplete.
Back to throw. It's Amaro. Swings it out to his running back.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
On 3rd and long, try to convert action by the defense brings up 4th down. The Badgers decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll go back to work on offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throwing right. Makes a connection. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution of the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Here we go. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lawyer. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Amaro. He's got the back in the middle. All down, they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6.
22.
Now the play fake. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. With the catch, it's Fletcher. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Badgers will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the timing just a hair off. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Jackrabbit.
Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Baker. Right on the money. He got loose. Good execution. They moved the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
On the double.
First down, 10 yards to go.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Hornet.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Grabbed over the middle, it's Clark. Oh, what a move to get open. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Wait for this.
Okay, break.
So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. The quarterback will keep it. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Well, this is a quarterback who has outstanding running ability, and he's hoping the defense is going to give him an opportunity to tuck this football and get upfield, but there was nothing there. You saw him that time. Hold on to it, hold, hoping someone on defense was going to get out of position, but nobody did. Really nice job by the defense that time, playing assignment football against the option, and everybody staying home.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. It's not all doinks or bad. Off the right, up, right, and through. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I think the offensive coordinator's over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
They punted away on 4th down. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense offense has ready. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Got it.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield, it's Baker. A strike downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swag.
And he'll take it in for a touchdown. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Lining up for the PAT. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Colorado State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Cam the Ram isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Williams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back. But, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And, man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe.
He'll take a deep shot here. Got it inside the 10. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the 4th quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
A run for the quarterback. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today.
them good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking to throw on first down. The quick out. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Badgers can really attack on this second and short.
3:25.
He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He'll try to pop the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And the Badgers will line up to punt it away. Stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement to the future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Dropping back, it's Baker. Makes the catch, it's Hayward. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man, and it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today, and this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll take a shot. To the end zone, and it's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. The Badgers will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. It's blocked. He couldn't get it away. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. One more play to pad the stats. Now on the move. And he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Clock is all zeros, and time has expired here. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.